do, so. Holy crap, it's
Just
freezing
went live.
water. Sweet. Wow, I have so many gifts. Gift of Helminges, or Helming. The Helmings. Gift of Umbar. Gift of Kingdoms of Hurrah.
One of these days, I will just remember to just bookmark the reactive link so it's easier to pull them.
Yeah, same. Bears and Aaron Lewin. Feel horrendous. They just trying to live, bro.
Oh, it won't let me have my channel point bonus. It won't let me have my... That's so rude.
The heck? I found a frozen dwarf.
It won't let me... Ruh-roh.
I have like so many plus 25% XP bonuses, and I still need more XP experience bonus stuff. Just not leveling quick enough.
Wait, what am I doing? Just make your life easier, Zortalike. Don't make your life harder.
Rep. Remind me to turn it. Where do I turn it in at? That's the question.
The quests? Over by the waterfall.
Yeah, but like I need to figure out which, because I have rep items, like task items. Sorry, I need to turn in, and I don't know who I turn to because I have
it's
so
in
many.
Gundamon. Oh no, you don't know who to decide. Okay, I see.
Yeah. I don't know who to decide. I'm like, I have Lowlands, I have Northdowns, what else do I have? Angmar, probably Angmar. Ooh, Angmar
would probably be best.
Yeah. I need to find a home. Do I have a home? I don't have a home. I'm homeless!
Rip.
Bro, same.
Where's Callum?
Crap! Maybe I'll just buy up a Thorns Hall home real quick.
Hi, Intharth.
Which one is Calenglad and where is he?
I think he's the one in Evandim.
He...
yes,
no.
He is. Thank you.
He is in Evan?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He likes the lady.
He's
the lady lover.
It's an absolute banger of a nap,
and
I think it's finally caught up sleep. Yo, wait! I just found Pippigrim!
Oh my gosh!
Nice. Pip!
It's Pippigrim in the wild!
I think he's AFK.
I love that for him.
Nope, he's not.
Pass, you need more Thorns Hall,
he bowed to me.
I do not.
Who do I give it to?
Alex might need him.
Share. Yeah, do you need him?
I have to leave the fellowship to do the next.
Thorns Hall, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will send what I got.
I'm so happy. This is why this... As a meeting in Bree, huh? Yeah, well, this was completely random. Oh, I have mail. Oh, it's items from Aubrey. Honk honk, it's a goose. Hi, Leah.
Goose, honk honk. Leah.
Yo, Brewster, thank you for the follow.
Hello, Brewster.
Hey, y'all, brew. Leah.
I guess I'll go get my goat.
Oh, the rep. Oh. I'm now an ally of Thorin's Hall.
Yes, I got my wit up.
Uh-oh,
I'm
I
at
think
6 of
Pippogram
24.
definitely said something as a notification. It's just me tasking Aubrey. That's it. For now.
Yes, hello. So I got some...
Yes, we are over by the, Prancing Pony is where we are in Tharth.
I need 10 more
You know,
quests
you
for
can
Erdluin.
do alt right click and use all of those at once.
I did not know that. Hi, Pippogram. You totally... I feel bad, Pippogram.
Hey,
You were, like, saying things and but I also was, like, mashing through all of the rep items, and so it just completely went yeet out of my chat. A wild Pippogram.
What's the best way, do you reckon, to get ancient script? Is it missions?
Probably.
Okay.
Wait, that cape looks really cool, Pip.
Zojulix, I have more rep for you.
Cool.
Oh my god.
I'm ready. Hi, Tiger. It's from the skirmish
It's Tiger
camp?
1.
Ooh. So, alt right. Oh. That's so
Isn't
nice.
that so nice?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm glad Tass mentioned it.
What did I mention?
About the alt click to auto accept all the rep.
Oh, yeah.
I like clicking it though. I'm such a weirdo.
What?
People
No,
be
go
like,
back.
if
Indarth,
you
why are you
click on
yelling at
it,
me?
if
What do you
alt
want?
it,
Fine.
There's
I'm
no
still
forward
here.
for book 10.
I don't think so.
Not that I am aware of.
Can't.
I don't care, but I'm just gonna look it up. There is not.
What do I do now?
Wonder how sideways I can get my horse. The answer to that question is not that sideways.
I have to go slay some flies and bury.
Oh, you could go kill the one queen one in Archette. Because she respawns like over and over again.
Yo,
Oh.
it's in Tharth.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
On
That's a good idea. I never thought of
boar.
that. I don't want to do any of these. Oh my gosh.
Am I supposed
I've
to talk
done
to
nothing.
Lyrdon somewhere different than in... Yeah.
Do you guys see the downtime updates? Looks like...
Help if
yeah,
I knew how to
did see
read.
that, Tiger. I think
Man.
Glam and Oakrest are gonna be tomorrow, but then uh, the rest are gonna be on Thursday to like drop midsummer. Pippigrim and Intharth are just having. Oh no, that's not Pippigrim. That's Fleabaggins. Oh no, Pippigrim was there having a party too. Okay, there's just a party over at the Prancing Pony. I love this. I'm so happy. Man, Intharth,
I'm
imagine
fine.
only being level 30. That's crazy.
Where the hell is Lairda? Why did he send me into this creepy ass?
Ain't moving my streams. I have to move Wednesday to the morning and Thursday. Yeah, that'll be a little obnoxious. I'm only playing 10 hours on this. Oh, and Arthur's so fun to rage bait.
Just bought a random home.
Lairda, he's right outside. You take your letter to him yourself.
Bro, I'm also homeless, Aubrey, don't worry.
I just bought one randomly.
I
At
think
Thorns.
in 1 week and 2 days we can get a kin house
Nice.
for
Nice.
Galen's Asimars. Numinous. I don't think I want to go in there.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of stuff to do in Illuminas.
What can I do for you?
Thankfully, you're so over-leveled you'll get through it really quickly, because most of the stuff doesn't even like care about you, except for the things that you have to fight for your quests.
Okay. I hate it here. Which one is this, Menarain?
Intharth, are you planning on joining the raids then?
Hmm.
Yo. Speaking of, for those who don't know, we're doing a raid tour on Pippigrim. On Pippigrim? On Peregrine. You guys should join. Just get we'll be doing Helagrod on Sunday.
On Pippigrim!
On Pippigrim. I don't want to go to Goblin Town.
Then
What do you gotta
don't,
do up
man,
there?
don't do it.
I have to go to Goblin Town for the epic. Want to do it at least once. Ah, shoots. Aubrey's making me drink water and I don't have any water. How dareth.
Tisk.
Okay, I will be right back while I go get water. Calling it Pippigrim from now on.
I must run to Bree.
I love this angle that we've been parked at. Incredible.
There's something about waterfalls today, you know? You think they're safe, but not quite.
Wow, that is an angle that I have my game at. That's incredible. I don't know if I'll be able to join any of these raids, but I figure if we can convince Pi to punch her way up in the game, I'd want to be a part of the friends in some degree. Well, Pi said she would give it another try, so I just have to buy her brawler. Okay, I have to collect coveted gems, which I think from the goblins. So that means I just need to fight goblins. Great.
I forgot I need to work on stuff too.
Brawler wasn't all that bad. I love Brawler. It's a super fun class.
Yeah, it's the only thing about it. I personally feel like it's real fun to play for a few hours every once in a while. It's not great to like try to make it like your main.
100% agree. It gets boring after a while.
I think the farthest I've ever leveled a Brawler was my max difficulty one, which is a little over 30. And I mean, it was hard to think about how much I was really enjoying the class, considering all of the wraiths that were just killing us all the time.
Fireman.
I think the class that I do make when I play with my wife, I'm gonna play as a lore master. I'm really excited for that.
What do you need?
I thank you for this service, Socialix, for Goblin Town is a vile place and not easily traversed. My friend will be surprised and pleased as you've recovered the gems he thought lost. Do I want any of these?
If not, you can just pick the priciest one.
Yeah.
Mind my words.
Bring a box of repaired keys to Candlelith. Where is Candlelith again?
Tinadir. No. That's the wrong one.
Tell Bruin it.
I don't know which one that is. Yeah.
I'm just gonna Mithril because I have I have 440 Mithril coins. Check Discord when I get a sec.
Rub it in, man. Rub it in.
God, why are these people so far away?
La-di-da-di-da.
Might be a goose coming.
Slowly slaying my
You have returned.
flies.
To repair the keys. I thought she would. Yes.
Will you lend me your ear?
Excellent. It is to be hoped that one of these keys will unlock the door that leads deeper into the ruins of Delisad, and we may recover an Arquil hidden somewhere within. Return to Mule Deer, southeast of Ecad Candlelith, and outside the entrance to Delisad and tell him what is to be done. We have advantage now with the searching Angmar and Socialix. I can feel it. Hurry. Okay, I will hurry. Yeet. Dang it. My yeet did not work.
Rip. So how many cliffs have you fallen off of today already in Parish? 4, maybe 5.
One was intentional.
Yeah.
I think this is number 3? Question mark?
4, I think. Because
I had a nickel for every time Alex fell off a cliff. I have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah, because there was the one when you were coming back to Task and you fell.
Yep.
And then
And then we
retreated
jumped off.
immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, we jumped off together.
Yeah,
And
but
then the
that's the
third
intentional one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, if we don't include that, then yeah, 3 accidental fallings.
Wait, where was the... Because there was the one that happened just now.
Yeah.
Then there was the one on
And
the
then-
bridge. What was the third one?
When you
jumped
fell
on
into the
purpose.
water.
Oh, that one wasn't on purpose either.
Yeah, for the parchment, and you fell through the...
I went to get the parchment and I
Yeah.
fell. Yep.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us. This is my last fly. Get me out of here. Thank the maker. One more Slayer D and Bree, and then I'll get the Meta D done as well, which will be helpful.
What, is that not the... Oh,
These
the...
quests.
I hate... Are you doing the Numinos ones?
Yeah, I want to leave immediately.
You got
Need it
this.
here.
Hey, I fell off that cliff and survived.
Good job.
See, my problem
I'm proud.
is like I look at a cliff and I think to myself, I'll be fine. And then most of the time it turns out I'm just not fine.
The risks you take are calculated, but boy, are you bad at math.
Amen.
Wow.
Are they talking about the downfall of SWOTOR in World Chat?
Heck yeah. Dude, SWOTOR came up with their update. Dude, the new story. I'm starting to get hooked again. I'm impressed. I give them credit.
I'm realized I wasn't caught up on story stuff on my main, and I'm like, man, do I just resub just so I get access to it and just play it on my main again?
I'm tempted to resub, but I gotta get a character up there again.
See, like, I have a character that's level 80. I just haven't completed all the story stuff. I got to 80 before I even started Knights of the Fallen Empire.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's so quick to level, but it's so hard to like get through all the story stuff. I think the furthest I am on my main is Onslaught, which came out like 5 years ago. So
Okay. That's right. I
I'm a
think
wee
that's
bit
where I
behind.
am as well, is Onslaught.
yeah.
Many of the Angmar that came to Tal Bruinen are searching elsewhere, but some of them have returned to search the ruins. Defeat those that you find here and return to me before you search inside. What? I thought like our whole thing was that like we were better than everybody else, so why is that suddenly not the case?
And I slay 21 orcs in 5 minutes. Do you think? In
Where are
Bree.
you?
Oh yeah, you can go
Yeah.
up north right over by the Trestle Bridge door, and you can
Yeah.
Here,
get
let
through
me come
them
help.
very, very quickly.
Oh my
Oh, no,
god,
wait.
Do you need
Well,
it?
I could help faster.
Yeah.
But I gotta mark my milestone in Illuminous first, because I don't want to have to come all the way back.
The longest part is just riding there.
Literally, yeah, unironically.
I should have just mission. You know what? I'm gonna mission save with the Trestle Bridge and then just ride my way down. I need to do some missions later. Get ancient script, get my XP up. Get
Is
to
your
50.
48 right now?
Yeah. At least I got a level in today. I'm nearly halfway through 40, but I don't think that's good enough. Can't believe I'm gonna say it, but this is the time where I kind of wish I had a war steed right about now.
I know nothing about war steeds, so I don't know what that means.
They suck, but man, they suck so bad, but they're faster.
Mm.
A lot faster. You'll get it at 75.
Clip
Oh
that
man, I really hope I
steed.
didn't have to go back to Numinous because I did in fact forget to do the milestone immediately after I said that. I turned to the question and then didn't mark the milestone.
I do remember when I jokingly Valar'd a character with the Valar packs that they gave us. I Valar'd a character, hopped on a war steed, and just went, yo, I can drift a horse? That's amazing.
The sorrows of the
And that was about all I did with the war steed.
Yeah, fair.
Very good. Your exploration of the ruins should now be uninterrupted. A word, though, before you try the door. My friend, Delosad is an ancient and evil place. And some memory of great evil hangs over its stone. I fear that something terrible came from there and would ask you to keep a clear head while you are inside. Examine anything that seems unusual, for I believe that the memory of whatever sorrow hangs about that place will make itself known to you. Learn what you can, but remain wary. Creatures of the dark are drawn to such places, and you may need to defend yourself from them. I will stay on guard out here, watching to ensure that no enemies enter Delosad while you are within.
I'm going to the orc camp, right?
The one with the fence instead of the one on the hill. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more over there.
Yeah. I'm slaying.
I love the fact that I'm finding Mathams in the troll shaws.
Wait, where at?
Near Tal Bruinen. Like, I'm in this... Wait, what? What? Huh? Why is Lairdan here? Oh, don't tell me. No.
That's your main story.
Tee-hee.
Oh, hey.
Oh my gosh. What is going on?
I didn't see you hop off your horse.
What are you... Lairdan, what are you... Something feels very suspicious right now. I don't like this. Oh.
What the hell? My range is trash.
Am I gonna hate it
Yay,
here?
my timer just went off and I just got all the orcs, so thank you.
Nice.
Like, perfect.
Okay.
Yay! First meta deed done. My virtue XP went up by 7 levels. That's crazy. Can I get a port to, can I get a port, please? Sorry. Can I get a port to the Shire?
Yes.
Thank you.
I was 1 second from
I
being
know, I was like,
an
oh my god.
Imagine not speedrunning meta deeds. Well, we're not all... Well, actually, I can't say that we're not all weird like you, because I am weird like you, and Tharth, I just haven't been speedrunning because of my migraines.
Thank you.
Lairdan, why are you... What? Why... What is...
I reckon I can run high. Super.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, they really do, and my prescription is not helping right now.
Alright, I have to head off, but take care, y'all. Have fun.
Goodbye.
Thank you. We'll miss you.
Bye. Yep, miss y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, over to the stream hangout.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for the follow. Wait, what is going on
There
here?
we go.
I do not
No.
want them. I do not remember Lindon. I remember only dark, terrible places. I remember shouting in the clash of swords. Was I in a battle? I remember pain. Oh. Nonetheless. Oh gosh. That one about second breakfast scared me for a second. Wait, if she's an elf and she's having all these, like, war problems, why not just have her go to Valinor? There, Dan, buddy. You're officially level 50, yo. GG, Pippigrim.
Good job.
You did it.
You did it.
Hey, yo.
It has been done. Oh, that's
It's Mordrith is a lot taller than I remember. Why is he here? No. There, Dan. There, Dan. Mordrith is in stilts for real, for real. Yeah. Wait. Dang it, Crix. Oh, I still need to watch your ranking 6/7s in the Old Testament of the Bible.
I'm sorry?
Yeah,
What?
Crixium98 in my chat made a video where he ranked all of the 6/7s in the Old Testament.
all of the times those two numbers showed up together?
I think so.
Okay. That's
okay.
a thing. Yep.
Hey, look,
I'm with Saskia on this one.
Crix also coined a question that everybody, well, he coined it in the stream. Genesis 6/7, Exodus 6/7.
That makes more sense a little.
Thanks, I hate it.
Not really, but
It
like,
makes more
yeah.
sense. It was fun because the thing that pushed my XP over the edge was literally fighting an instance full of orcs, and I thought I was going to die. Somehow survived. I think this alt might actually be able to tank. Let's go!
Let's get it. There he is. Oh my god, I have to go everywhere.
Lairdan, no. You coined specifically in this stream, why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food of out hot eat the food?
Oh my god.
That's like
Right,
your
okay.
meme in this stream.
I
That's
high-key kind of love it.
incredible.
Honestly. Yeah.
Welcome to my Twitch
say it
community.
again.
Why do you oven the cold food? Or why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food of out hot eat the food? It's in chat right now, so you can read it, because it's even funnier
Love
when
a
you
good
read
word
it.
salad.
Oh my god.
It gives me almost it's like the same vibes as it's here we go. Nope, not legal. Where is it? Yes. LOL at the screenshot. Has anyone really been far even as decided to use go want to do look more like?
What is going?
Is that the one where one of the comments says, "Did you have a stroke while writing that?" And then the response is, "Yes, send help."
But why do they call it oven when you oven the cold food, of out hot, eat the food? That reminds me, so before honor mode was a thing in Baldur's Gate 3, I created my own version of it. And because Crix was the only one who was active in chat, I named my character oven. I named him Oven Hot Food. Wait,
crazy.
what? No, are you kidding me? No, chat, no. You can't tell me that that's who Amarthiel is. No, Amarthiel.
Yeah.
I'm
Especially sad considering you meet Lairden right around the time you meet Gallaudir. And Gallaudir's being all mean, and Lairden's being all, kind.
But, like, how does that... Man... I still have so many questions. So many questions. The r/I had a stroke post. There's a subreddit called I had a stroke. Bro, that's incredible. Oh no, Mordorith is now here. I'm like actually gonna start crying over this.
I know, sometimes Lotro really gets you. Thank goodness you're not reading the like full quest dialogue, because that's what'll get you.
The full quest dialogue?
Like the text box dialogue.
Oh, I've been reading all
Some
of that too.
Oh, good luck. Some of the things they say in there, man.
No, I about lost it with Gallaudir. That was rough. And the Crone Oakheart? So... Wait... Oh my gosh. This... Oh, it's just freaking more Drambor. Ah, shoot. They found the ring.
We will not meet again.
My heart cannot
Are you alright? The Black Numenorian appeared outside Delisad, and I only had a moment in which to hide myself. If I had a nickel for every time someone in Middle-earth found a powerful ring. Were it any other opponent, I would have engaged him in battle, but I could not defeat him without others of my kindred. He came to the door and passed inside, and I followed behind him in secret. hoping beyond hope that I might oppose him in the final need. I shudder to think what he might have done had he known I was there. Let us leave this place. You can tell me what you have learned as we travel out of the shadows of this sad ruin. Let us leave this place. Memory hangs on the stone.
The Rangers of Evendim mourn their numbers slain during Mordrembor's escape from Tinudir. Meanwhile, the Angmarim searched the wilderness for Narhuil, the ring of Amarthiel. I fear that Amarthiel has already discovered Narhuil's resting place, and with it, the doom of the North.
Gosh, you can definitely tell that this is like that dramatic climax because holy crap. I am on the absolute, like, edge of my seat.
Yep. Yep.
But freaking Lairdan, man, you should have... Buddy. You should have known that you could have sent her to Valinor and she would have been okay.
What do you need?
What has happened, Zotilix? Why is your face etched in sorrow? Because I'm sad. That is why my face is etched in sorrow.
I dinged 50.
Yay,
I was about to say, congrats, you're well done.
congrats. You say that Amarthiel's forces have recovered Narquil. This is terrible news, Zotilix, and undermines all that we have here is sought to accomplish. Lord Elrond must be told. Seek for him in the library of Imladris and give him these grim tidings as well as a diary of Sarah Oakheart. I have so many questions right now. There's so much of this plot I need filled in.
Itemware reduction. Thanks.
Right. We love those. So useful. Not at all.
Avocado. Thanks.
Have you dinged 50 yet, Leah?
I did on my other character.
Okay.
This is my Mariner.
Okay, yes, you're on your Mariner right now.
I'm on my Mariner, but my captain...
Your captain did ding 50.
Yes,
Great.
she dinged 50, yeah. And I officially submitted that I will be in the raid.
Yes, I did see your sign up.
Alright.
And then we have Pippigrim will be joining. So actually, we'll have 2 tanks now. Because Pippigrim has a Guardian,
Hell yeah.
and then Aubrey is bringing a Guardian.
Oh, good.
Could maybe
Very
DPS.
good.
Yeah, we still need healers. That's probably
Yeah.
number 1 priority right now is healers. Your speed for guard, though? Oh, spec for guard. I think we'll keep you at tank right now, because we'll definitely... Having the 2 tanks, I think, will still be good anyways. So that way,
Yeah.
if one person gets low, you can always bounce aggro back and forth.
Hope is not in
I forget how useful tanks are most of the time because it seems like in landscape you really just need
You
DPS
just need
pretty
damage.
much.
Yeah, damage and heals.
And then when we were in Sarnier and Aubrey was tanking stuff, I was like, oh my god, it's working.
Yeah.
It's real.
I
So
think,
this is how it's supposed to go!
yeah,
Yeah.
which helps when you're not on Angmar on max difficulty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your tale fills me with sorrow, Zotilix. The fall of Narmaleth is a sad tale known by few, and then only in part of her imprisonment by Lairdan following the Battle of Fornost. I knew nothing. It grieves me that Lairdan believed I would not suffer Narmaleth to live. The slaying of a captive is not the way of the Eldar, and she would have been safe in my house, though she remain Amarthiel. I believe we can guess at the sad fate of Sarah Oakheart, last in a long line of Narmaleth's keepers. I do not doubt she treated the daughter of Lyrdan kindly, but her payment was doom. And more than that, Amarthiel learned the dark arts from a cruel master, and it seems she took the visage of her jailer for her own, an unhappy fate. Dang. I'm certain of one more thing. Angmar has not yet recovered. Amarthiel, the ways of the enemy are the ways of deceit. Do not give in to despair. If Narquil had been found, Amarthiel would have recalled her minions, and she has not done so. She may have learned some new information concerning its whereabouts, but her servants have yet to find it, of this I am sure. We must remain vigilant against them, as always, and continue our search. Dad gum.
Days are coming.
Though I believe that Angmar has not yet recovered Narquil, soon they will learn somewhat of its keeping, if not from their long search, but from Lyrdan himself. The torches devised by the enemy can mar the mind as well as the body, and Lyrdan holds great knowledge. He's alive? I would lay this task upon you. Return to Kaelin Galad and Evendim and seek Lyrdan. It may be that his time in Middle-earth has already been brought to an untimely end, but I have my doubts against it, for Lyrdan is strong and willful, and would not easily betray his purpose by force. Go quickly to Kaelin Galad and Evendim, and find any tidings that you may of Lyrdan, be they good or ill. Good golly, Miss Molly. The music in the last homely house does not help with all of the tragedy of what has been going on right now. Oh my gosh. Favorite Children of the Valar just play soft music. Accurate.
Greetings to you.
Okay, I think I'll need to... Because right now we definitely need healers. Because we have 2 tanks, 2 DPS, because that's what Task and Sally signed up for. Which... And then... if I... My brain just went, huh? I guess I can always, if we need to, I can power level my mini or my Runekeeper. My mini is currently level 22, so that would be less power leveling that would need to happen. And
I do have a mini that we could. He's already level 50, and he already has his allies. So possibly,
okay,
he has no like virtues because literally I got him to level 50 through crafting. But he's got lots of pie.
Hey, we like pie.
So if necessary, I can totally switch him in instead.
Okay, cool.
We could maybe do like a deed night.
Yeah, another crafter pepper.
I think that's a great idea. Yes. Hosting a deed night sometime this week.
I definitely agree on deed night. Deed night, indeed night. Sorry. I'm not sorry in the slightest. All right.
Where am I sitting at virtues? Okay, my virtues are full. I'm just earning virtue XP, which even if you are earning virtue XP, it still just like gives you a bit of a buff even if you don't have them equipped, correct?
Yeah, they all have passive as well as active attributes. So you'll only get the benefit of the active attributes of the ones that you have equipped. But all of the ones that you don't have equipped, if they have points in them, you will get a passive.
Okay.
I've gone completely to the wrong place. I don't know what possessed me to think I needed to be here.
Kaelin Glad. Hi, the social exit is well that you've returned, though it Be under such circumstances, word has come before you, an elf messenger of the house of Elrond bore tidings that you have come. Sees the fate of Laerdan. The enemy has not been idle in your absence. A great host has removed Angmar. Oh, hello.
I forgot. I was making sure to wait until you were done with that instance, and then I forgot.
Yeah. For we did not follow them long, believing it to be some trickery or ill deed. Of the fate of Laerdan, I have heard no word. My scouts have reported that a number of Amarthiel's servants have been making furtive movements around Innuminas. Maybe it is that one of them holds a clue to what you seek. Go and defeat Angmar that still plague the city of Innuminas. Back to Innuminas I go.
Yep. And around and around and around we go. Oh, what am I doing? Oh.
Okay. Are you guys trolling each other in-game right now, Pippigrim and Ingarth? Or are you guys just is this just about your crafting talks? Excuse me. Not right now? Okay. Not right now, but you were. Oh, well, that didn't take long. See, that's something that, like, part of me is like, I'm glad. What the? My map is confusing me.
I am about to pass out, so I think I might have to call it for the night.
Yeah.
But I got to like book 10, chapter 11,
Great.
and I'm level 50.
Congratulations! And that's the most important thing.
You got level 50,
I mean,
so yeah, that's
yeah. For the raid, at
that means
least,
you can do the raid.
Excuse me.
I mean, heck, if you ever decide that you hate it enough, you can,
Just go get my allies.
you can go get your allies if you don't want to finish the epic in Angmar.
I haven't.
Well, I mean, you can
super
always
been paying attention to it, but I think I'm gonna try to finish it. If I don't by the time we've finished Rift, like if I haven't finished it by the time we do Rift after Heligrod, I'll probably do it because then we'll be ready to go into Moria, right?
Yeah, pretty much the plan is I'm gonna finish the epic, and then I'm gonna start Volume 2 to get my allies. Whether that happens before or after Rift, whatever, but I won't actually go
Okay.
into
I'll see how
Moria
it
until
goes.
after Rift.
Yeah, I'm torn because on the one hand I would like to maybe just like get it done and then not think about doing it again for a long time, but I haven't read anything, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Oh, I do want to finish those drops though, so I might want to at least run over and do those instances. I thought we were
yes.
going to end up over there in the epic.
No, you do not. I have not been in Angmar in a long time since.
Yeah.
So I've just been like waiting for when we can do them. If we want to try and do them tomorrow, we can do that.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Cool.
I'm going to go to bed.
Yep. Go sleep.
sleep
Good night,
well.
friends.
Good
Good night,
night.
chat.
Good night.
I'll give one more shout out to Task. Yeah, I don't
That
know
was
who's
weird.
getting to level 50 in 4 hours from crafting.
Not in 4 hours. It would take a little. Well, I guess it's theoretically possible, but yeah, no.
Get
Like you
from
could
1,
get there, but in a day, not in four
I don't
hours,
know if you,
though.
from 1 to 50? That'd be crazy.
In a day or so, yeah. And I'm getting attacked, aren't I? No, that was just my own parrot. It was just my own parrot's wings that I was seeing, and
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
guess
I'm getting
if
attacked.
you sent all the mats, that would make sense.
Yeah.
What have you there? Orders from the enemy. This might be of some help.
Can I be of service?
It seems there's a chance that Laridan yet lives. It is well that Laridan's life has not been squandered at the treacherous hands of the Angmarim, but what have they learned from him? I fear now the folly of allowing the unhindered passage of the enemy out of our lands. But for good or ill, the deed has been done, and you must make all haste to Bared Tiron with trusted companions, for there is the last hope of Laridan. Once his usefulness to the enemy has been served, his life will be forfeit, unless they have some other evil contrived for him. Hurry now! My scouts have reported to me that most of the Angmarim have removed from that place, and now only a small contingent remains behind to spoil and lay waste. Believing in their folly that we will not return, speak with Fortron when you are ready to leave. Fortron.
What do you need?
Ready to enter Baratiron? Yes, I'm ready. That was...
Have fun.
Body of one of the Angmarim reveals that the elf Laridan may still be held at Baratiron in Anuminos, where he was captured by Amarthiel's minions. It can only be hoped that he yet lives.
What do you need?
I'm coming for you, Laridan. Ha 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 ha, you have no idea I'm here, Angmarim. You silly goosers. Ah, fresh blood has finally arrived. Just making sure you know it was me taking on Discord today. If it was thinking said that, I was mistaken.
Just an idea, Goose. Probably shouldn't do my inventory management while I'm standing in the middle of a field of enemies.
I don't
Just,
know
like,
what you're talking about.
Pip for myself.
That sounds like a great idea. Oh, shoots. Okay.
What could go wrong? Nothing, obviously.
What has happened? You're supposed to be guarding the gate, dog. And you are not doing that. Laridan lives, those are taken away. You have learned much that I have feared in my heart already. That is yet another setback for us to consider. Yeah, there's been a lot of those setbacks here recently.
What do you need?
When you left here in pursuit of Laridan, I sought counsel of my own, and I sent ahead scouts to Gwathrin, one of the greatest trackers left here to my northern company. Go swiftly as we might to Tamun Sursa, east of Karndum. It's where you should find what you seek. The more urgent your quest is now that it is known Laridan lives. Destroying him would be a mighty blow to the enemy, and would hearten to fight against him. Oh, thank goodness, it just yeeted me there.
Oh, good.
Oh, Goblin, I have rep items. That's also a rep item. Gift, that's not useful. Alright, I'm good to sell.
Greetings.
Hail, Zojulix. Kaelin Glad told me that that soon you would follow. It is well that you have come so soon. It was not long before we were able to find the trail of the host that departed Evendeem, for they were many than feared. No pursuit. They were many days ahead of us and were traveling with all speed back to their cursed fortress. Thus they came within sight of their walls before we were upon them, and I saw not the elf Lairdan. I sent ahead scouts to spy the movements of the enemy, and I believe that Lairdan may have been taken into Samath Ball. When the host from Evendeem first arrived here, they tarried a short while, but they have since departed. In their stead, a company of orcs has been brought here to guard. When he left... Wait. One of my scouts also saw a messenger from Karn Doom, who entered into a gatehouse. When he left that place, he summoned the creature Lozadur, and he was called Keymaster, and he gave the messenger access to Samath Ball by the main door. These tidings troubled me that the brutal Tarkreep now guards Samath Ball, for the Karharn and Ongbudis have always been their fiercest fighters, and the most trustworthy and faithful to their cause. If you are to enter into Samath Ball unhindered, you must thin the numbers of Tarkreep and obtain the door key. Return to me when you have completed this task, and we will strike at the enemy as quick as we may. I must speak to you a word of caution. Go warily, something is amiss, and I know not what plans Amarthiel has for those who oppose her. Okay. As creepy as Karn Doom is, they designed it so well.
I don't remember it very much at all. Hello, Anatar. Hello, Mr. Cat.
Karn Doom feels like a mini Minas Morgul in terms of storytelling design. Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
I'm so sorry you're bored.
I just hung up with my sister-in-law.
Do some Stardew on the async.
Why? Have you got anything good?
I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't check your stuff all the time.
You should. Don't keep track of my own stuff.
Why not?
Because I can't keep track.
Well, you could keep track of your stuff. You just choose not to.
I refuse to.
Yeah.
Because that's your job.
That's not necessarily my job.
It is.
But
it was in our vows.
Keeping track of your Stardew randomizer was in our vows.
Yeah.
When you hadn't even played Stardew before.
Yes. Are you pulling it up?
It was implied.
Spaghetti recipe, progressive coop, farming level, fish pond, glittering
Fish
boulder
pond?
removed.
One of these things is not like the other.
The art crabbing.
I have 6. I'm level 6 farming.
Yeah, you need to be level 7 to get a keg.
So don't even care about that.
It doesn't look like you've been given anything crazy.
That's not the library.
That's unfortunate.
I really hope somebody's not like BK behind me, but also...
Nobody will know because nobody's hinted anything. Intharth says, "Hello, Dr. Pie."
Dr. Pie says, "Hello, Intharth."
Wow, that was profound.
Are we... I feel like there's some sort of Dr. Pepper related joke, like during the soda.
However, if you can get stuff, we'd love to get stuff. Micah, that's a valid point. Hence why in the little bit that I played today, I did find a lucky emblem for Matt, which was really good. Boop.
Hold on. Let me test something. Test. Yeah, okay.
Also...
I'm just crazy.
Yes, you are crazy.
Just a little crazy.
What?
I'm talking to my friend. I have those, you know.
There's people in your ears right now?
There's a goose in my ears.
There's just a goose in his ear. Ear goose, ear goose.
I read poisoners that I needed to kill as prisoners, and I was really confused for a second. It's okay, Pai Zoja is crazy. That is potentially accurate. Evidence pending.
Your laptop.
In my backpack.
Where even is your backpack?
Is it not right over? Oh, it's up. You're like, well, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, there's no way I'm sitting in the dark.
I mean, you got Bubby symbols.
And I have crap to do.
Well, if you had, you could have just said, I have crap to do, so I'm not going to play Stardew.
But it's optional crap. It's proactive crap.
The willingness to get slapped
no,
for
the
money is
worst
pretty
kind of
crazy. Evidence noted.
And Garth, I'm gonna let you in on this.
That actually is fair. Getting slapped for money is pretty crazy. Which is a thing that I did. What's the secret you're letting in Tharthan on?
Zoja actually isn't the crazy one in this relationship.
That's facts. That is straight facts.
I don't know where I mounted up because I'm just gonna lose that.
I saw how giddy you got when that rap came out. I'm super aware.
You're not as worried as you think.
You have no idea how crazy she gets. Yeah, I did draw upon the power of the Elf Stone.
Do
But-
it better.
Okay, I didn't realize you were doing the Pi Run deed for a speed run. I was like, why would anyone want to slow down their progression for a Pi Run? Accurate. Oh, hi, sir.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Oh, I fought
guess
you
not slide on
before. Oh, you're the guy I fought in Evendine. You ran back home because you got beat up. Well,
Always that guy.
now you're gonna die. And if you got a problem with it, take it up with my lawyer.
I'm gonna tell him to go call his mom.
No. 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 Unironically, there is a possibility I might have killed his mom at one point.
Killed his mom?
Maybe.
Oh.
I've killed a lot of orcs, so it's hard to know whose mom and whose
It's
dad I have or
hard to-
haven't killed.
You don't keep track?
I don't typically keep track of the orcs' family lines that I kill. Yeah.
Why?
Well, you're very weird.
'Cause
Everybody does, like, normally you
everybody
do that.
does that.
Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people, yeah.
You do it?
I do it, you know?
No, Leah does it. Do you do it on all your characters?
Not on all my characters, to be fair.
Okay, okay. Well, then I guess you're pretty weird then, because you don't do it on all your characters.
I guess so.
Blog.
Where am I going? Oh my god, why is
Blog
my
mall.
map so...
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said Bologna slave.
Baloney warmonger.
Baloney warmonger.
How are you walking past all of them? Do they just not see you?
I'm stealthed.
Oh, you are invisible. I see that now.
Yeah, because I'm a fluggerbobo hobbit. But I'm not a hobbit. I'm just a fluggerbobo. I'm a fluggerbobo elf.
Uh-oh, is he crying?
He is rubbing his eyes. He might be crying. He is definitely crying.
Oh, baby. Mommy, can I rescue?
Poor baby Loki.
Poor
Logmaw,
Loki.
Tarkrip, Ongburs, who even has the attention span to keep track of all of them anyways. I unironically, actually, when I thought about the fact that they're called Blogmaw, Tarkrip, and Ongburs, I know they're various names of orc clans, but I'm very interested in the lore behind the various orc clans. Because that just sounds really interesting to me. I've been listening to a 4-hour documentary on the kingdoms of men in Middle-earth.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's by Nerd of the Rings.
Oh, I gotta check it out then. I didn't realize. I don't watch enough Nerd of the Rings. I should watch more. Anyways.
Dude, I love Nerd of the Rings. One of my biggest flexes is that he follows me on Twitter.
Aw.
He has a 4-hour video on the Kingdoms of Men. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll link it in chat here. Oh, it's about 3.5 hours, so it's not quite 4 hours. One of my biggest flexes is that I'm an admin for the Conquest remake, and he's the only official.
Beautiful hazelnut.
Okay, but unironically, I keep wanting to make a video on that, but I'm terrified I'm going to get in trouble for making a video on the Conquest remake. You have the key and the tar crypt numbers have been reduced. We are ready for our assault. We must go quickly and in secret, for if suspicion is raised, that it must really be to a cruel end. We must hurry if we are to save Laird and take with companions that you know to be true and enter into Selmouth Ball. I know not what you may find in that dark place. They changed the name and the legal issues were along. Do you want to send me a link to where I can find any updated stuff, and then I'll make a video on it? Because I've actually been running out of ideas for stuff that's not Lotro, because we don't have a lot of Lord of the Rings games coming out right now, and so yeah, it's still in the Helm's Deep. Oh. Well, I haven't made a video on it yet, and I haven't played the Helm's Deep map, so that's still something.
How can I be of service?
Ain, the questioner left
Yes.
reveals that Laerdon had been moved from Anulinus and taken to Samath Baur in Angmar. Time is running short for the Elf Lord.
But my plan is once I get through the I want to try and power focus through the epic right now, because I'm very invested, and B, I'm working on a YouTube video showing my reaction to the end of Shadows of Angmar. Which I think a lot of people who played Lotro way back in the day and haven't read the quest dialogue for Shadows of Angmar in a long period of time might be interested in watching a video of somebody reacting to it for the first time, because they haven't had a chance to do that in probably close to 19 years. And then after that, I want to try and get back into doing some more challenge run-esque stuff. I do want to try and get all retro achievements on Third Age. I want to try and get all retro achievements on Return of the King. So, those are all things that I'm thinking about. What is this? More prisoners? Seems you have bested my guards.
Mr. Kitten. Mr. Kitten.
It's kind of cool. It's not a combat thing. It's more like a look how we make Helm's Deep on modern hardware with some cool wondering. I think I remember playing something about it, or I saw or I watched the Nerd of the Rings video on it, but haven't actually done it. But haven't actually like played it myself. I think I was going to play it, but it had like crazy FPS issues for me, so I gave up on it.
A strange fate brings
You have made a long journey with a great burden. Rest here for a while. No. I got too much stuff to do.
A strange fate brings you hither.
As a matter of fact, I shall not be doing that thing.
Probably still does, sadly. It didn't get much update. Oh, okay, if it hasn't gotten much updates, then I don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to, like... The problem is, like, I want to show it off, but also, I don't want to do something that is going to make the internet go, this looks like crap.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately...
The internet,
The
as
internet...
a general rule, loves to be negative.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about why there are some rude commentaries that I've had, rude comments that I still hear in my head. Like, every time I think about streaming or something like that. I, like, literally have changed my behavior. Like, anyways, not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's... And I know I've been known to rage bait recently because I made a whole video talking about how the real problem with Rings of Power is people just being upset about it for no reason. But, like, that's genuinely why I'm like, man, I don't want to, like, make a video on something that's going to bring about... Like, if people are going to hate something, I want people to hate me. Which sounds so weird. But that's, like, my mindset towards a lot of things. Is, like, if people... Like, I don't want to bring out a project like this and have people, like, look at it and be like, oh, these guys are making a really bad project. It's part of the reason why I make the Rings of Power video, because then people will come at me for liking Rings of Power, and I can just laugh because I can read their comments and be like, thank you for proving my point, you silly man, and then laugh about it.
Fair enough.
Rather than having people who have been sent, like, really, really rude comments and threats and stuff just because they like something. My upset is warranted, but I had no idea how little they had to work from. The thing that gets me about the Rings of Power hate is a lot of people are just mad because they're not following the Silmarillion, but they refuse to look up and understand that the showrunners don't have access to the Silmarillion.
In fact, they had to fight really, like, hard, just to have, like, certain characters be named what they were supposed to be named.
Right.
You know, because it only shows up in the Silmarillion.
Right, exactly. And yes, the show
Speaking
has
of which,
a billion...
Anatar.
Yeah. Like,
Sorry,
yes,
I'm
the
talking
show...
to my cat this time.
I knew they had little access, but I don't know why Simon would sign off and actively showrun to just not give them more stuff. I mean, the exact question as to why, I don't know. The only thing that I do know is that the Tolkien estate saw the Rings of Power script and they approved it before they gave them the rights. So, that, I mean, like, all I know is that the Tolkien estate approved what Amazon gave them.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be if you really want to be upset at what the show has come out, you technically are going to have to be upset at the estate for allowing it, but also people look at the Tolkien estate as if they can do no wrong. In the same way that people look at Peter Jackson as if they can do no wrong. Why are you bullying me without even saying a word? You're a bully. Yes. Just because you are now
just flat, yes.
Just because you are now signing the word no does not make you any less of a bully. I'm ignoring you. I do think the further you get away from Tolkien, the less you'll probably get accurate enjoyment. Can you elaborate on that?
Was the Silmarillion written by Tolkien?
Christopher hating the movies and being very strict on future licensing stuff kind of put up a barrier, but I think the grandchildren will be less bothered. Yes, the grandchildren will be less bothered. Peter Jackson did say that they're a lot more open than Christopher Tolkien was. Alright, I'm going to read this quest dialogue real quick, and then That's what I meant by accurate enjoyment. So you mean, like... I'm still confused by what you mean. I don't think Rings of Power would have been allowed by a more together Christopher. Well, Christopher Tolkien wasn't even a part of... Like, he wasn't head of the Tolkien estate when Rings of Power happened. Because Amazon got the rights to begin production on Rings of Power in 2017. It began production in 2020, shortly after Christopher Tolkien died, but Christopher Tolkien was not the head of the estate. Oh, Christopher hated how inaccurate and butchered the movies made the books. Yeah, I think if Christopher would have still been part of the estate, Rings of Power would not have been approved. I also think... I don't remember. Yes, Christopher Tolkien was head of the estate. But this is an important note. J.R.R. Tolkien had sold the film, stage, and merchandising rights to United Artists in 1969, and so the estate had no creative control or direct involvement in the making of the films. So Peter Jackson did not have to go through the estate until... he didn't have to go through the estate to make his original movies. If Christopher was in charge now, would he like Rings of Power? No. He didn't like Peter Jackson's movies. He's not going to like Rings of Power. Was the Paul Zantz license already the one that was used to make the OG animated ones? I believe so, yes. Correct. Warner Brothers did not have to go through the estate to get the Hobbit rights because that was under that United Artists, which then I think was bought by Embracer Group, if I'm remembering correctly, which now has become Fellowship United with the recent announcements from Warhorse Studio. Embracer kind of like branched out, and Fellowship United is like a sect that's going to be a lot more focused on IPs like Lord of the Rings and Tomb Raider. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Alright, now I'll read the quest dialogue. You have done brave deeds that few others have accomplished, and for that you deserve great honor. Laerdan was badly injured and endured long torture, but he sleeps now, though fitful, and though his thoughts turned back to dark places, terrible woes were taken upon him by his tormentors. I fear that though his body may recover, his spirit may ever lay in anguish from the hellish tortures. Often now Laerdan calls out in his sleep to Narmaleth and to Elbereth, and he is always searching for the ring Narquil. But now trouble and doubt has taken me, for in his most troubled dreaming he cries aloud, claiming that the ring Narquil is close in hand, and only in haste will it be recovered. Whether this is in truth some secret taken from the enemy in their folly, or whether it is yet another deceit of Amarthiel, you must learn the truth. Therein is spoken of a place. Reading the quest dialogue and somebody just drops down, breaks their legs. Their name is Whether this is in truth some secret taken from the enemy or folly, or whether it is yet another deceit of Amarthiel, you must learn the truth. Therein is spoken of a place called Beta Dulgul. Seek out the Dunedain and Gwathrin and recover Narquil. Yes! Yes! And that's where a lot of people get upset over Rings of Power, because they say, oh, it's a fan fiction, Tolkien is rolling over in his grave. And then I'm like, Tolkien rolls over in his... If you're using that logic, you gotta say the same thing about Peter Jackson's movies.
Yep.
So you can't use lore accuracy as a thing. All that I stand by is that Rings of Power producers don't care as much as Peter Jackson did, and they have a much bigger budget to make a good product, but I still don't think it's better or as good as the movies. I agree that people almost worship Peter Jackson, hold too strictly to the books, when they should just enjoy the movie for what it is. I actually have come to try to not compare Rings of Power to Peter Jackson's stuff, because they're so vastly different. I don't think you can compare them. Socialix, you have returned sooner than I expected, though I doubted not that you would at last return. Yeah, I think I can agree with that in Tharth. There are some things in the movie that I'm glad are in there. There are some things in the books that I'm glad got taken out. Also, I disagree, Pippigrim, with your point on Rings of Power pushing modern social agendas, but that's not a conversation I want to have on stream. The thing people that are just surface level fans don't realize is Tolkien changed his mind so many times. The story was never fully set. Yep, that is facts. Yeah. He was actually in the middle of rewriting The Hobbit when he passed away. I just think that the shoes should have been better for how much... So, I have... The show should have been better for how much they spent. Why would Christopher not finalize that? He probably was happy with what came out from The Hobbit already. I don't know. It depends on how much was changed. If we don't know how much was changed, we won't know exactly what that would look like. The name Barad dûr Gûl is not unknown to me. It was one of the places my scouts first observed. At first, it seemed that it was guarded by great watching stones, but it was not so, for the watching stones lie silent, and they have no power over the minds of friend or foe. You should seek out the news of these stones, for I believe the enemy may be trying to draw us into a trap, not unlike the Ramas del Yuan. Doubtless, the Angmarim gate wards outside of Barad dûr Gûl are waiting for our assault before snapping the door shut behind us. Learn what you may, then return to me. Where are we going? Okay, we are going that way. Yeah, it depends. I don't know. It all depends on what the mindset was. I think Christopher was primarily focused on just getting a lot of the rest of the Legendarium out there, like things like the Silmarillion and the Fall of Gondolin and stuff like that. I think like that's the stuff that he really wanted out there versus another version of The Hobbit, because I think The Hobbit was already rewritten like 3 different times. It depends on what I really want to find an original copy of The Hobbit from the 30s. Like the original children's book, like that's what I am interested in. Well, the version that we have right now is actually an updated version that's meant to be less child book-like. The one that is sold in most modern stores is a rewritten version.
That's the second edition.
Yeah, he
With
rewrote
the,
it. Yep.
Oh, what is it? Something in the dark. Riddles in the
Riddles
dark.
in the Dark, yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah. And some other bits, of course, too. But yeah, Riddles in the Dark is the biggest difference.
Yeah, because in the original rewrite, the ring that Bilbo finds is just a ring.
Yeah, it's just a ring of invisibility. It's just like cool.
It's like your run of the mill enchanted item from D&D. But then when he rewrote The Hobbit, which I think he did later, like he did after I don't remember if he rewrote it after Lord of the Rings was published or not. Or if that was something, I don't remember what the exact order of events was, because I'm obviously a fake fan with the amount of knowledge that I have. I definitely did not go to the right spot. That's okay. Yes, I do remember Tolkien rewriting it so that way Bilbo lied about Gollum giving him the ring versus him finding it, or however the book records that turn of events. I wonder if that was something that Christopher Tolkien rewrote versus J.R.R. Tolkien himself. How does... Huh? How the heck does this work? Because I feel like in the early First Age, there was a lot of talks about there being more than just a handful of Balrogs. Okay, that takes me into the instance, which is not where I want to go. Missing in my history video was just how brutal and Calagon's appearance was. Yeah, no, and there's always a lot of big comparison battles between the dragons of Middle-earth versus the dragons of Game of Thrones, and that was something that, and Calagon the Black kind of just clears all of Game of Thrones. As far as I'm aware, it was JR. I'm curious on that. I'm going to look that one up, actually. Okay, yeah. In Tolkien's finalized mythology, there were at most 7 Balrogs. But because of how much it evolved, the number can change. But in the early conception, isn't Smaug basically the size of the Game of Thrones dragons? I actually do not know what Smaug's size is. I know nothing about Game of Thrones, and I don't plan on ever really changing that. All I know is that in comparison to the other Middle-earth dragons, Smaug is but a wee lad. He ain't no big boy in comparison to the other dragons of Middle-earth. Wait, did I just go in a circle? I definitely just went in a circle. I think I need to be up. Based on what I was watching, multiple Balrogs fell in the first age. Yes, there were a lot of Balrogs that were killed in the first age, but if there was never more than 7 of them, the fact that only 1 was ever found again was impressive. It means that Glorfindel is freaking awesome. That's why he's my favorite character in the Legendarium. Hey, that tickles. What? What? What does that look on your face? I can't tell what that look on your face means. You're just trying to get my attention? Are you bored? You are so weird. The actual named people that officially killed the Balrog was Gandalf, Ecthelion, and Glorfindel killed Gothmog, yeah. Wait, does that mean Glorfindel killed 2 Balrogs? Because the one that he kills at Gondolin was an unnamed Balrog.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
How late are you gonna be up?
Couple more hours, I think. Probably go to bed around midnight.
Couple more hours? No. Are you ready? What's even the point, Shadow?
Let's check the one wiki to rule them all. Oh, this Gothmog specifically is not the Balrog. But rather... why do I keep ending up in a circle? What? And my game is frozen? Like, am I actually ending up in a circle? I think I am. So confused. I want to get into this purple area, but I don't know how to do it. Gothmog Balrog, here we go. He fought in the Dagor Renewing Gileath. Okay, so according to the Tolkien Gateway, which is a pretty, I think, reliable website, Gothmog was killed by Ecthelion. He was killed by Ecthelion, the Elf Lord of Gondolin. So there were actually 2 Balrogs that were killed at the fall of Gondolin. One was Ixelion, and then the other one was the one by Glorfindel when he, like, yeeted him down into a pit. Wait. But, okay, my brain is confusing myself here. Because I need to figure out... I don't... How do I get there? Okay, actually, I think I'm just gonna death warp real quick. Yes, Glorfindel gets the bonus points just for coming back to life. Yeah, literally. Okay, so... So I do need to go... Wait, what?
This video is designed to show an Easter from California.
My brain doesn't know. Hold on, chat. I gotta figure out where I'm going here. Well, this is Barret Gularin. This is not where I want to go. I'm trying to be excited for Hunt for Gollum. I'm always, like, excited but skeptical with everything. And Kingdom Hearts 3 had a temper expectations, but apparently it means nothing to me. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is a good game. Best game in the series. Trust me, Intharth, when I say you do not want to try bring this conversation up with a man who is professional Kingdom Hearts rage baiter. I have actively made people lose faith in Kingdom Hearts 2. What is it that makes me dislike The Hobbit more over time? The biggest thing that has made me dislike The Hobbit more over time is mostly what?
The Hobbit?
Yes, The Hobbit. Have I not told you about this? The last time that we watched The Hobbit through, I found more and more things that I dislike about it than I like about it.
What are you gonna say that's gonna make you mad?
So a big one for me personally is the CGI.
Bro, the only bad CGI is the gold.
No.
What other bad CGI?
A lot of the orcs, I don't like the CGI for the orcs.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't like the look of Azog.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
He looks fake.
He's an orc.
Yeah.
And also, what makes him look fake?
The way he is CGI'd, he looks fake. He looks like he is computer animated. Whereas, like, in the original Lord of the Rings, the orcs in the Lord of the Rings look like I could actually see them in real life, because they're made with practical effects.
I'm already mad, but let's continue.
Okay. That is the main thing. Another thing that... See, now I feel like I'm very much on the spot, and I feel like I'm being put on trial right now.
You are. What year did The Hobbit come out?
What?
What years did The Hobbit come out?
2012-ish. Yeah, it was 12, 13, and 14.
I just don't think you can hate it for CGI.
I think you can.
Like...
But, okay. So... the thing with the CGI, it is part of my reasoning. It is not all of it. It is part of it. The thing that I... Wow, that took me that long to find that. That was crazy. The thing with the, so when I look at The Hobbit is something that I will compare to The Lord of the Rings. Specifically because it is done by Peter Jackson. It is done by basically the same exact crew. So because of that, it is a lot more fair to compare the two pieces of media. And I think that is a fair point to have. It is done at a different time. That's true. But you have to look at it this way. The technology that came out for The Hobbit was far more advanced. Which means they should be able to make the CGI and the special effects look better than they did in The Lord of the Rings.
Weren't the orcs actual people? in Lord of the Rings?
In Lord of the Rings, they use significantly more practical effects, yes. Which they used prosthetics and more prosthetics and stuff versus okay, Pipigram, let's not bring up Rings of Power in this conversation. Like I have said, they are two completely different things, and you cannot compare them. Because Rings of Power is made by a completely different team. It is scripted completely differently. The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings are made by the same team. So they're significantly more comparable than Rings of Power is to the rest of Lord of the Rings. Than the rest of the Lord of the Rings stuff that's come out. In the same way that you can't compare War of the Rohirrim okay, but the context... Okay, Pipigram, the context of that is different. Because people bring up points as good things about Lord of the Rings, as Peter Jackson's movies, than they do, and they use them as points that make Peter Jackson's movies better, but they use those same exact points to say those make Rings of Power worse, i.e., the lore accuracy in Peter Jackson's movies. They say, oh, yes, the elves never came to Helm's Deep, but it's okay because it makes it look cooler. It makes it for a more cinematic moment. But then when they do something similar to something in Rings of Power, they use that as a bad thing. That was the point that I was making in the video.
Okay, what's your next point beyond CGI?
Okay. Beyond CGI... there are significantly more characters in The Hobbit that I do not enjoy. Like the Master of Lake Town. I don't like him.
I mean, he's not meant to be likable.
True, but he also
lower your voice, please.
Okay.
For the sake of our talk.
Yeah, but he also doesn't add anything to the story. Like, not really.
Okay.
And so, like, you could take him and Alfred out, which Alfred is obviously another character that everybody hates. You could take both of them out and the story doesn't change. Yes, the Master of Lake Town was in there. I haven't read The Hobbit in a long time, so I don't remember exactly how they used him in the Hobbit book specifically, so I'm not going to speak on that part of it. Most of my issues with The Hobbit that I have had in not liking it recently are not lore-based things.
It's personal taste, would you say then?
Yeah, it's a lot more of a personal problem.
Okay. Than
it is like a abomination to Tolkien thing. Another, like, obviously, the Keeley Taurio love triangle. And it's not...
Yeah, that's annoying.
And that has nothing to do with lore accuracy. That has to do with it was just so distracting.
It's so, like, it takes away from the overarching story, honestly.
Yes.
Like, the only thing... It actually doesn't really do anything for the story.
Yeah. People, I'm not saying you can't enjoy The Hobbit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm perfectly fine with Legolas being in there, because was he in the book? No. Did it make sense that he would have been in there at that point in time? Absolutely. No, I'm not raging. I am definitely not raging.
Okay, other points.
Um,
CGI.
CGI,
Unnecessary people.
unnecessary characters. I'm trying to think of other things. See, like, I thought about it when I watched it, but since it's been a few weeks, I don't remember exactly.
So, you said you dislike it more than you like it?
No, I'm saying I found more things that I disliked about it on my most recent rewatch. I still enjoy the movies.
Good, because if you didn't, I was gonna punch you so hard.
No, it's not that I don't enjoy
They're
them.
good movies.
They are good movies, and I won't deny that. I just found more things that I didn't like about them that are purely personal issues.
Yeah.
What about the lack of Bayorn in the ending? I mean, I don't think that really... Well, Bayorn does show up. He rides in on an eagle. He's there. He's just not nearly as relevant.
Bring it back now, y'all.
I think that might be only in the extended editions where you see Bayorn come in. I don't remember, though. I haven't watched the theatrical versions of The Hobbit in a long time.
I feel like this thing didn't used to die as fast.
No, I think once we started using it as a baby monitor, it fried the battery more.
No, I feel like it...
And probably some overcharging as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Being left overnight. We need to make sure we unplug it earlier. Like before 80. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I need this thing to last me forever. Because I spent so much money on that.
Yeah, no, I know.
I also just want to stop using this.
Fair. Poor Leah has been listening, go into deep dive mode.
Yep.
Leah has been a real trooper listening.
I actually took the opportunity to go and lay down, and then I made myself some Frenchy fries because potatoes are life.
Yo,
Potatoes are life.
French fries sound so good.
Serious question.
Serious question. Okay.
Serious business.
Like, actually, though, what makes the Lord of the Rings movies better than the Hobbit movies?
What makes the Lord of the Rings movies better than the Hobbit movies?
Better script. I don't know. It just flows a lot better.
I think for me...
But that's, like...
So,
Physics.
for me, I think part of it is, I will admit, is nostalgia. Because I grew up with the Lord of the Rings.
You didn't grow up with the Hobbit?
But I had already had, like... I remember the first time I watched The Hobbit. And I don't remember the first time I watched The Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Like, that's definitely a part of it.
Okay.
I remember the first... But aren't we... You're like 10 years younger than me, aren't you?
I'm 25.
Yep, you're about 10 years younger than me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I
remember the first time, like, watching Lord of the Rings...
Yeah,
at Thanksgiving and stuff like that, and like how it was this huge thing for me. And I do think that pacing and everything is just way better. Like,
I think I can
it's
agree
awkward.
with
The
that.
Hobbit is awkward.
With Intharth, I think there are things about the Lord of the Rings that I think flow better than the Hobbit. I think there are things that take a really long time. Like, they're in Lake Town for
it's like,
so long.
It's drawn out way heavier than it needed, like longer than it
To
needed.
be fair, Peter Jackson was going to make The Hobbit 2 movies and then was told it had to be 3.
Yes, that's true.
So
Yes.
that's
I don't think it's
really on him. Okay?
Yeah.
And and The Hobbit is an easy story to follow. I watched it the 3 movies one time and I could understand what was going on. I had no flippin' idea what was going on in any of the Lord of the Rings movies except for what's happening with Frodo. Frodo was the only person I kind of knew what was going on until like the 4th time I watched the 3 set of the movies. Do you know how ridiculous that is? I should not have to watch the movies 4 times before I understand what the heck is going on.
No, I think that's
that is ridiculous. There are too many things going on to be able to understand it without watching it multiple times, and that is a huge problem for me. Like, if you watch it, at most, you should have to watch it twice to know what is going on. But I seriously did not understand what was happening until like 4 times. And there's so many wars, there's so many places, it's way too hard to keep track of. Like, okay, so Lord of the Rings and Hobbit were my first introduction to Middle Earth, and as movies, that's normal, right? But like, I had no idea what was going on, and if I wasn't dating Zoj, I wouldn't have been able to track, because I was asking him questions all the time because I couldn't keep track of anything. It's way too hard to follow. Okay, now I'm gonna read all the things you just said. Yeah, exactly. Hobbit is one story, easy to follow. Lord of the Rings jumps around way too many places, way too hard to follow. And honestly, like, I'm sick of watching wars. I feel like Lord of the Rings is Frodo, war, Frodo, war, Frodo, war, Frodo, war, Frodo, war, Frodo, war. Like, is that all? Can they not do anything other than a fight scene and Frodo struggling?
And I think that might also be, like, when it came out, it was like the first movie in quite a while besides Star Wars that, and Star Wars is not is you know,
terrifying, especially.
Yeah. Oh, that's not. I don't need the strawberries, Goose.
So far, our point has been, I don't remember any of them.
But I can also see, like, it's personal preference. All of this is personal preference.
Yeah.
So
all of it is personal preference for sure.
Sorry.
For me, one of the things I like about Lord of the Rings better than The Hobbit is they do a better job at building on the characters more. And I don't like every single character in the Lord of the Rings, you can see a full, clear progression point. Like, you can look at Legolas in Fellowship of the Ring and see him in Return of the King and see how he gets from point A to point B. Like, as a character. I don't agree with that, but he might be a poor example. But like Merry and Pippin,
fine.
Merry and Pippin, you
Hobbit's
can see
fine.
Aragorn. Yeah, in The Hobbit, the only characters that you really see get a full progression point is Thorin for sure and Bilbo.
Yeah, Thorin and
None
Bilbo,
of the
yep.
dwarves ever really change in the 3 movies.
Yeah.
And I think that
Okay, fine.
I don't think that's necessary, but that's part of The Hobbit, though, because in the book, you know, the dwarves are there, but like you don't read their inner struggles and everything in the book, because otherwise then The Hobbit would have been a stupidly long book. Like, a lot of the side characters, Bifur, Boffer, Bombird, Oin, Gloin, they're just there. And they mention that they do stuff, but they don't really go into a lot of depth with it. But in The Hobbit, you actually physically see them. And that makes it a harder point to build 13 dwarves and make them all interesting. So that's one point. Is the sickness Thorin gets because of Smaug and Dragon Gold, or is it tied to the Arkenstone? It's tied to the gold rather than the Arkenstone. The Arkenstone is a part of it, but the gold was the bigger problem.
thought it was the Arkenstone. Like, looking for the Arkenstone drove him crazy.
No, it was because he could never really have a full claim on the gold unless he had the Arkenstone. So it really came down to the gold.
Oh. Anyway, next point.
The next point is I like the stakes of the Lord of the Rings better than The Hobbit. The Hobbit is just about the mountain. The Lord of the Rings, the whole world is at stake. And to kind of add to that, I like Sauron as a villain more than I like Smaug and Azog as villains.
Why?
Sauron has thousands of years worth of world domination. Azog just kind of feels like he's an orc that's there because they need an orc leader. He doesn't really feel like there's more to him other than he's an orc who hates dwarves. And that's really about it.
Okay.
And so it's hard for me to, like, want to root for Azog to be killed because in my mind he's just an orc leader. He's no different than, say, the Uruk-hai that kills Boromir. Not really much different. Outside of he has a little bit more of a backstory because he's not just a couple weeks old.
Okay, anyway.
Yes, Azog was killed before. So, Azog would have been, in the book, Azog was killed in the Battle of Moria that is explained in the movie. But instead of him getting wounded like he is in the movie, he gets killed. And then it's Bolg, who is Azog's son.
And Thor's asks if you think they should have had Sauron come on
Cool.
and fight
Yep,
Aragorn
yep.
at the Black Gate.
No, I don't think they should have had Sauron fight Aragorn at the Black Gate.
That'd be like death.
Well, and that would have taken away from Frodo being in Mordor.
Yeah, like what's even the point of Frodo doing this thing?
Like, I understand why they wanted to do it, but the point of the Lord of the Rings stories is about Aragorn. Or not about Aragorn, it's about Frodo. And Sauron does not leave Barad-dûr in the book to fight Aragorn. Because Sauron did not have the power to win that fight without the ring.
Would you do something for me?
Even in the books and the history, Sauron is totally complacent in doing what he does with full confidence. Yes, because Sauron... So, part of that it comes down to who Aragorn is as a descendant of Numenor. Numenorians are not your average humans in any capacity. And so Sauron seeing Aragorn doesn't actually give Sauron reason to fight Aragorn. It actually gives him more reason to not fight Aragorn without the ring. Well, Pharazôn doesn't count. He was defeated by the Valar in that aspect at the sinking of Numenor. Pharazôn has no credit to that. Extended of Fellowship does give more of Boromir. Extended of Two Towers also gives more of Boromir.
I just love the extendeds of both. For those character scenes.
I think...
Where am I going? I love Boromir.
I think Boromir is an incredible character. People who hate Boromir don't understand his
Don't
character.
understand him. Yeah.
I hated Boromir until I understood him.
I think it makes
Yep.
sense on a first watch to hate Boromir. Because you don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Who am I turning this thing into?
That's true. That fireball is not great from Saruman in the extended edition of Return of the King.
Yeah.
It doesn't look great, but in terms of the rest of the CGI, it's not that big of a thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Mixed with more things. So, a lot of people, I guess, would not like the extended editions of Two Towers and the way it treats Boromir because it changes the reason why Boromir goes to Rivendell. But I don't think that's that big of a deal, in the same way that if you're going to have a problem with the lore accuracy and that, you have to have a problem with Aragorn's character completely.
Yeah.
I can't swallow the mouth of Sauron being killed. I don't think that wrecks Aragorn. I think his decision for killing the mouth of Sauron does not come out of a place of rage.
It's a war crime. Are there war crimes in Middle-earth?
I mean, I was about to say, are
Yeah,
there war crimes in Middle-earth?
Yeah, that's my point too. Of the fight with Aragorn and learned I had zero idea until I watched the history video.
In other news, are you just standing there in Carn Doom,
I'm just standing here in Carn Doom,
ranting about the movies and what you hate about various different parts of.
It's more of. I think it's mostly constructive.
I mean, but you've been doing it for.
I've been doing it for
at
a
least
long
30
time.
minutes.
It's true. It has been a long time. Yeah.
That's really all I'm trying to say.
No, that's valid.
Broken wooden clubs, monstrous filth, armor.
We've been sitting here now
there you go.
playing the game to continue on with what's going on.
Right. Honestly, most Tolkien scholars, as far as I'm aware, agree, or at least one does, which is more than none, that Lord of the Rings Online is probably the best adaptation of
that is true.
Of Lord of the Rings. So it's not perfect, and he definitely doesn't feel that it's perfect, but he can understand for why some things are done, and he thinks anyways.
Yeah, no,
so
actually, I think there's most people
most people who know anything about it.
Yeah, and they add like a lot of small details from the book that you wouldn't actually know. Unless you read the book. Well, see, I think they set up for why Legolas is at the Council of Elrond in the movies in the extended edition with Denethor's scene with Boromir, because Boromir, or at least Gondor, is summoned to Rivendell. So, like, Elrond calls the council while Frodo is wounded and recovering from the stab at Weathertop. Yeah, so they just change it. It's a different reason. They just change the reason why he's there in the book versus in the movie. That's really all it comes down to. It's not that he just shows up randomly.
Nobody expects the son of Gondor Inquisition.
I think the only way that people are truly going to ever get what they want is if they So, here's my hottest Lord of the Rings take that I'm ever going to give. The only
Drum roll,
way
please.
people are ever going to truly get what they want out of a Lord of the Rings adaptation is if it is completely redone, but it is redone as a series and not as a movie.
Like it's a TV show.
Yeah, and the only reason that it would have to be redone as a TV show is because then they could take time to do so many of these small details. What?
This looks like a bathroom. What's happening?
It is a boss room. This is a guy who is basically saying, hey, my mistress Amarthiel is going to be happy when I kill you, so come fight me, because you're in our spot, and you shouldn't be.
Are you not doing this with your goose friend?
No.
What's the point of playing together?
Yeah, why aren't you doing this with your goose friend? That's a wonderful question. Thank you.
I don't know, Goose, why aren't you doing it with me?
I don't know, because I wasn't invited. No, I don't know where you are, actually.
Covered half of
I'm down in
Narcool.
Eregion.
I am
Oh,
recovering the ring of Narquil.
Yeah, I am not on that quest line whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I'm in fact, let me now check.
What can I do for you?
What is I'm on the Council of the North. Ooh.
Council of the North, where is that?
That's the North Downs.
Oh.
In the north. But yeah, it's in the North Downs, and yeah, that's like level 30.
Yeah,
like,
that's
a
very
ways
different.
back.
Very different.
Yeah.
So wait, rank Lord of the Rings / Hobbits in order of preference, all 6 films.
Preference for you.
Preference for you. What is your
Mrs.
preference for all 6 films?
First one is Desolation of Smog.
So that's your favorite.
Unexpected Journey. 5 Armies.
Okay.
Actually, wait.
I would agree that Desolation of Smog out of okay.
Out of the Hobbit movies,
I think
is your
Desolation
favorite?
is the best out of the Hobbit movies.
I think I
but-
would agree with that as well. That Desolation is the best Hobbit
No,
film.
because now I gotta put in Lord of the Rings ones. I've never thought about them all 6 together.
I read Battle of 5 Armies as Bofa. Really? You think Desolation of Smog and Battle of the 5 Armies are better than Fellowship?
Wow. Okay. Hot take.
That is crazy.
Hope is not in vain.
Narquil has been
That is not a popular opinion.
Okay, Alex, don't hate me.
Okay.
Oh. Big things in Fellowship basically is Council of Elrond.
Frodo gets the ring, Council of Elrond. Gandalf, you shall not pass, Boromir's death. Oh, and Frodo getting stabbed. I guess
That's not a big thing.
That's not. Ooh.
2 Towers.
It's to do with attention span? Okay, fair. 2 Towers. Gandalf comes back.
Candy.
Merry and Pippin meet Treebeard.
Yes. Tree people.
Gollum joins Frodo and Sam.
Ugh.
Battle of Helm's Deep. Dang.
Which one is Helm's Deep? Is that Grond?
No. That's not Gron. That's elves show up. Lots of ladders. Shall I describe it to you? Would you
It's
like
at
me to find
night.
you a box?
Yeah, it's almost entirely at
Is that
night.
one gets thrown?
That is Toss Me. And then the Floods of Isengard also happens. 3 people attack. I gagged when I said that. Attack Isengard. And then Frodo and Sam get captured by Faramir and the Rangers.
Oh, and Denethor.
That's Return of the King.
Oh,
And if we're eating tomatoes, is Return of the King.
Okay, so then Return of the King has Grond?
Yes, Return of the King has Grond.
Alright, what else in Return of the King? Before all the boring things happen.
Sorry?
So what else in Return of the King before all the boring things happen? This is why I don't like Lord of the Rings, because I can't remember anything that happens in the movie.
Path of the Dead.
What the hell is that?
The dead army that Aragorn summons to save everybody.
Yeah. Dead guys.
That's
cool, actually.
The reforging of the sword. Shelob's lair. The big spider.
I know what Shelob's.
The destruction of the ring, obviously. Aragorn becomes king. Denethor burning Faramir, or attempting to burn Faramir and himself.
Then committing suicide.
Yep. Denethor's suicide. What else? Sam kills an orc for his gaffer. That's a very important part. Pippin saves Gandalf's life. You don't remember that at all, do you? Is when Pippin goes down to the wall and Gandalf's like, "What the heck are you doing here?" And Pippin's like, "Yo, I was told to." And Gandalf starts like beating up orcs, and he's like,
"Yeah,
Pippin, you're not supposed to be here." And then an orc's about to kill Gandalf, and Pippin just like,
which one is Taters? Is that 2 towers?
Taters is 2 towers.
That's 2 towers.
Pippin does.
The only points I have from Return of the King are Grond and dead guys. Grond is really Return of the King?
Where did I go wrong in my marriage?
What else do you think really needs to be on there? Because the ring getting destroyed is obvious, right? And Aragorn being crowned king is obvious. Okay.
Sam getting married to Rosie, that's kind of adorable.
Like, it's nice. I wouldn't say it's adorable, but it's nice.
What's another big part?
Oh, the Mouth of Sauron.
The Mouth of Sauron is a big one, yeah. Okay, but Pippin doesn't deceive Sauron on purpose.
Okay, this is enough.
Okay. She's gonna rank them now. It's true, it is a set piece of the first act. You're not wrong. Narquil has been broken. This is strange news indeed. I was right to doubt that the enemy had recovered their full strength. This is something that had not entered into my counsels before now. Not long before you arrived, Laredan awoke from his dark dreams. He must be questioned about this, for surely he had some knowledge of it. He has studied the ring Narquil and the deeds of Amarthiel more closely than any among the wise. A council of the elf lords must be called, and doom proclaimed, for we must decide what will be done with the ring Narquil. Oh, speak with Elrond and attend his council.
A strange fate brings you hither.
Oh, I cannot enter this while in a group. Goodbye.
Oh, well, that's okay. I am possibly going to have to disappear in a moment.
Okay. Fair enough.
Determine the fate of Narquil, the ring of Amarthiel, and to question Lairdan concerning his former captain.
An unexpected journey is just a poor man's fellowship to me.
Where does 5 armies start?
5 armies starts with the death of Smaug. It matters not, the ring Narquil will never be remade.
The death of, but the, like, that's actually, it
Like-
starts with Lake Town burning, doesn't it?
Yeah, it literally starts with Lake Town burning and Bard killing Smog. Like, that's the very first thing.
Yeah, but the first thing that happens is Lake Town burning.
Yes, first thing that happens. It was before the broken gates of Fornos that I took the ring from Amarthiel. In my haste, I broke it upon the anvil, Dringond, mightiest of the forges of the Dunedain. Indeed, breaking the ring did not remove the malice crafted into it. Period drama till you get to Bree and details that are pushed to the other. Includes some of the story impact from not being in Fellowship Airborne and Andrew as an example.
Alex?
I escaped. Oh gosh, World Chat is making it hard for me to read the dialogue. Long were the tortures I endured in Sameth Ball, but in the end I revealed what they sought. For long years, the half of the ring lay hidden in Bar-E Berkir, and where now lies the other half of the ring. It was in community. Wait, so in Tarth, your reasoning, part of the reasoning for not liking Fellowship as much is because they wait until Return of the King to reforge Andoril? The ring half he bore is now lost to icy northern waters. If only I had not broken the ring.
I have my ranking in Zoj.
Or I still hold I could turn its power to curing my Narmaleth. There, my friends, seek not for the ring Narquil. The majority of the reason is my favorite part of Fellowship is Moria. Well, I mean, most people's favorite part of Fellowship is Moria. In terms of if you're looking for action. There then, my friend, seek not. I cannot ease your sorrow. You will never see Narmaleth free, the evil that consumes her. And what do you know of grief? Asking Glorfindel what he knows of grief is crazy. For too long, you have sat here in splendor, and it has made you soft. Are you content to watch all of Eriador fall into ruin? Even in Desolation of Smog and Battle of Five Armies, there is more going on.
Should I just put this in chat?
That's what I meant. Yeah, you can go ahead and put it in chat. Are you content to watch all of Eriador fall into ruin? I am not. I take upon myself this oath. That I should not rest or find peace until my Narmaleth is returned to me. By the name of Elbereth, I swear it. Lairdan, buddy. You don't know what you're saying, my guy. If Elrond half-elven refuses to aid me, I must then rely on Angnel and Ningark. Master Elrond, will you allow this departure? Does he have a choice? Lairdan is a guest, not a prisoner. Oh, Gandalf is here. I didn't even know Gandalf was here. Still, I am filled with unease at his words. I fear that his oath will only lead to sorrow. And what other counsels, I wonder, revealed in his torment. Daggum.
Elrond Half-Elven sent emissaries to Evendim to learn the fate of Laerdan. The search led from Enuminas to Samathbaur and Angmar, where Laerdan was rescued and more was learned of the ring Narhuil. Amarthiel's forces now march into the frozen wastes of Furchel, where the heroes of the free peoples must follow.
dark days.
I'm troubled, Zojalix, not only for the fate of Narquil, but for Laerdan as well.
Don't hate me.
Hold on. He has faced many hardships, but because of his boldness, the enemy has not been able to recover Narquil, and for that he has drawn their wrath, but that does not excuse his words of the council, and his actions have troubled me. His anger is hot within him, and I will not seek to make another council as of yet. Return to me when his heart is cooled, for it is fitting that the one who gave him his freedom should be his emissary.
A strange fate brings you
The last days have been disturbing. The Council of Narquil did not end as I would have chosen, but I will not deny Laerdan the request he desires. I fear, however, that he may depart Rivendell upon a rash course. Would you speak with him for me? Learn what course he intends to take in his purpose. I do not believe that Nemeleth will ever be recovered. For a dark power dominates her mind. I sense the influence of a power greater than a single minor ring. You will find Laerdan's quarters on the lower floor of my house. With your aid, I hope Laerdan will use greater wisdom in his choices. Okay, let's see here. Your last rank is Return of the King. That is crazy.
Okay, I really like Aragorn getting all the dead guys. But everything else is war or boring wrap-up.
Fair. Okay.
Like, I enjoyed watching the wrap-ups, but in all honesty, the wrap-up was way too long.
Okay, I think that's valid criticism.
Like, it's just, like, I remember watching it, and, like, every time I watch it, I'm like, oh my gosh, are we done yet?
Yeah, I do get that.
Are we ever gonna finish?
5 is Fellowship. I think that's fair. 4 is 5 armies. 3 is 2 Towers. 2 is Desolation of Smaug, and 1 is An Unexpected Journey. Okay. Imagine if wrap-up happened when it was supposed to, after the Scouring of the Shire.
I couldn't do another one.
If they would have destroyed the ring and still included the Scouring of the Shire as a 4th film, I don't think it would have done nearly as well.
No, yeah.
They would have been like, are you kidding me? This story's not over.
Yeah. What? Why did they scour the Shire?
So, I'm not saying you can't want to see it. Intharth, love you, buddy. It's really easy to rage bait you, my friend. So, in the... Oh, what the frick? This was not all the way...
Bro, I was going to go to bed an hour ago, but this conversation has actually kept me. You should be proud that I even care enough.
I'm proud of you. I'm very happy that you've been somewhat invested. So, yeah, Saruman bewitches Treebeard and escapes his tower instead of getting stabbed by Grima and then falling onto a spike on the water. He escapes Orthanc and goes back to the Shire, takes Grima with him, and they hire a army of ruffians and basically take over the Shire and enslave all of the hobbits, or at least a bunch of them. And the 4 hobbits, Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin, they come back home after the coronation of Aragorn to find their home in peril and taken over by Saruman. And then they stage Hobbit Revolution, and they kill Saruman.
Okay, that's low-key awesome, but also, I don't think my heart could handle the trauma of watching hobbits being enslaved. Like, they're just such peaceful, nice people. Like, I couldn't handle the trauma before the win.
Yeah, which is valid. And the whole point of why Tolkien had put it in there was basically because he didn't want the Shire to be this place that was forever untouched by evil. He wanted it to be this place that no matter how far removed and how much you try to ignore a problem, it still will affect you in some capacity.
Really? Hobbit archers were as good as elves?
Oh yeah, hobbits in the Second Age were built different.
Specifically in the Second Age?
Yeah, because they hit the Third Age and they
didn't need to anymore?
Yeah, because they had the Shire, so they didn't need anything else. And they stopped worrying about fighting. They didn't even really have any recorded history until actually the Red Book.
Was that... Did you censor yourself, or did Twitch censor you?
I think it was your phone, because it showed up fine everywhere else. Yeah.
My phone censored butts?
I guess so. Your Twitch settings. You know what course I would have You would know what course I had chosen to take very well. I told the council that Narcool will never be reforged, but I believe that my own words may have been hasty. I do not believe now that the ring sank with Arvidui in the ice bay of Fortokel. Eru, one of the ship's crew, knew of Narquil's power. I do not think he would have allowed such an heirloom of my house to sink into the sea. For that reason, I will myself return to Fortokel and seek the ring. You may attend to me if you wish, then perhaps Elrond's concerns will be listened. The last homely house is fast becoming a prison to me. I do not feel welcome here, yet on the other hand, I do not feel right leaving just yet. I fear if I leave these halls, I will never return, and I would not leave in such bitterness. Perhaps you would take up my search, until such time that I can leave here in good conscience. I know a dwarf who trades in the southern reaches of Fortokel. Perhaps he might have some insight as to where you should begin the search. You can find Dathi at Kalpa Kota in Tower Orthon. He knows more about Fortokel, if such could be said about anyone than I. Legimli? Sounds like a ship name. Sir? By the way, I was so shocked at the end of my history video. I got to the end of the Third Age and Aragorn's death and all that. Yeah. How do I even get to Fortokel? Oh, I have to go to Osforid and ride up.
You didn't see what I said, did you?
What, they're the best bros? Because he had Glad Lady's hair? And the dude started recapping the story, and he was like, so Morgoth came back? Yeah.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Well, technically, Morgoth coming back, yeah, was actually not, is something that, so, the actual story of Morgoth coming back, technically in Tolkien's timeline, has not happened yet. No, so the last battle that is referenced in that story specifically is one that Tolkien had in mind, but Tolkien had his timeline go all the way out into the modern age, and Morgoth's return was actually a story that he had written as sort of like the actual end of the world. Because Middle-earth is supposed to be... Middle-earth is meant to be like Europe. And so he had set that up. So and it kind of fits really similar. Yes, it never actually happened, but it was designed as a final footnote where Morgoth would return from the void, and there would be one final battle that the elves would partake in, and
How can I be of service?
And then they would defeat Morgoth for good. And basically, the best way to summarize it... I actually don't remember who's supposed to get the final blow in that battle. Yeah, it was Turin. That's right. Turin Turambar. See, that is a movie that I would want to see. Is the tragedy of Turin Turambar. Are you finally gonna go to bed?
Yeah, I was gonna go to bed an hour ago. With this stupid conversation and this stupid active chat. Just kidding, not stupid.
I have to
Love
say,
active
active chat is amazing.
Active chat is the best. None of you are stupid. We love you all. Yes, good night. I need to sleep. I gotta go finish a basement tomorrow. No, I'm not finishing a basement tomorrow. We're packing tomorrow.
You are packing tomorrow.
We have a visitor coming tomorrow morning, and we're packing tomorrow. From probably 9 to noon, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So be prepared.
Yep.
And get ready to get some crap done.
I will get some crap done.
Do I need to take care of the bugs?
I would appreciate it.
I don't want to take care of the bugs. Shadow, take care of yourself, buddy. Did he poop on our last walk?
No.
Idiot. Shadow.
Intharth, did you link me?
Why do I like
I'm trying to remember. Did you link me the, I don't remember if you did link... Okay, you did link me that History of Middle-earth video. Great.
Just know that I love you, okay?
I know you love me.
And I hate it sometimes. I really don't want to take the dog out.
You don't have to. I'm just... Didn't say you had to. I'm just saying I would appreciate it if you did. My wife really does do everything. Ever since my migraines started, I have been... not useful. It genuinely did catch me off guard and made my heart. It seriously... It's incredible. There's, like... I love good storytelling. Yeah, so... Turin Turambar, he gets killed, but all elves, when they die, they go to the halls of Mandos, and they either remain there, or, they, like, kind of revive and just live out in Valinor, and they're not allowed to leave again. Did Fadozan get pulled out of the cave to fight for the elves? I don't remember that off the top of my head. I need to really brush myself back up on my Silmarillion knowledge. I've tried so many times, but because of my attention span, I really struggle at finishing the Silmarillion. And so I actually have to go through and figure out a way to read it. I really want to get an audio book format. So there's a lot about the Silmarillion that I have to remember. And so usually most of my knowledge comes from Nerd of the Rings. Binging his videos. if you have Spotify. I don't have... I didn't... Oh, really? I don't have Spotify Premium anymore. I don't have the money for it right now. I have, like, literally no money. And we're planning on being very stingy over the next year. So I'm basically, like, chat, if you guys really, like, I'm wanting to, play through the new game when that comes out, that is pretty much going to have to be paid for by stream money. Like, my Twitch money is going to pay for that. So... really, like, that's why I really want to try and push subs, donos, anything. Say come from Lerdan the Elf? Aye, he was here some time ago, seeking a lost ring or some such, but to no avail. Can you imagine hunting for a ring in the snows of Forakel? Nevertheless, his quest may not have been as foolhardy as I had first believed, for men out of Angmar have moved through this region, and with them others that I have never seen before. They remind me of the men of Gondor, but stranger. They seek something here as well, and it may be that your quests are related. If you wish to find your lost ring, you must speak with the snowmen. The Lothoth, who call themselves Alumivaki. This is their land, and they know it better than anyone. I suggest you speak with Lassie at Siri Kyla, for he knows best the mind of their chieftain. Go talk to Olaf? Where is Olaf? Is he here? The snowman? Oh. Oh. It might be a nightmare for travel, but, like, by golly, does it have the most incredible skybox in the entire game. The vector from the first area to the second area after 5 minutes gives 0 XP. I was livid. In Tharth, you rage bait so easily, and it's really funny. Dude, this post is at 111,000 views. How is that rage bait? I was told all quests give XPs. The inshore areas. Yep, they do not. I knew that. I think once we finish the epic for Shadows of Angmar, before we dive into Moria, I might just do a couple days of, like, try and just kind of power through Lego Batman. It will also kind of depend on how we're doing on the raids. And then from there... Surprised you weren't doing Batman tonight. The original plan was to do Batman. But then... I've been very invested in this. And so I've been wanting to do it. But I'm also kind of... So... I'm kind of torn. Because I'm setting myself up to be in a very scary position. So I want to power through this because I genuinely am invested in the story. And I want to just keep playing. Because I'm having a ton of fun. This is probably the most fun I've had with Lotro since I started playing. And this is definitely the most invested I've been in this story. But where I'm at necessarily in this, like, the hard part is not only is, like, I'm super invested in this, but also I really want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2. So that way I can, because I've never played either Kingdom Come Deliverance games, and I want to play them so that way I can get some sort of an idea of what to expect for that game when that comes out. For the Middle-earth game. Whatever that's going to look like. Because I've heard nothing but good things about Kingdom Come Deliverance. There are also just a ton of games I want to experience on stream. Because I want to experience them with the community. Because I love this community and I really want to just do things with them. Taking the time to read / follow the epic as well. Oh, that's cool. Like, so for instance, I haven't played Persona 5 yet, and I haven't played Persona 3, like 3 Reload or 5 Royal, and I want to play both of those games on stream. I want to do some... I want to play through the entire Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy on stream. The only problem is all of these games that I want to play through on stream require one butt ton of time that I just don't have.
Well, it's especially hard when you don't use your variety net for doing variety.
Well, okay. Yes. You are correct there.
I know, I was getting out of bed, but then I was, like, getting ready, and then my tummy started rumbling like I've never eaten in my life before. And if it was just me, I would just say, suck it up, you're fine, but my body feeds my kids, so I have to eat.
Valid. Look at this skybox. Isn't that incredible?
That's so cool.
And they're not just like stagnant lights either. Like they actually move. Another part of it too, with playing through the games I want to on stream, is unfortunately I do have to think about numbers. And alas, if I even thought about what if I just did 2 days a week of variety and then did Lotro the other days? Or just Lord of the Rings related things the other days. Problem is anytime I don't have something Lord of the Rings attached to my stream title, my viewership kind of tanks quite a bit. Which is not that I don't enjoy streaming other games, but if I were to commit to other games, it does become very demotivating to see number go down.
see number go down.
Whereas playing Lotro make number go up.
Wow.
So that's another part of it as well. And also, I have to be careful with the games that I play because I have learned that not every game, my head does not like every game equally. Because my head does not like it when I play Hades. Even though I freaking love that game. I still want to play Hades 2. I have it, but every time I play it, my head hurts really bad.
Is that the one where Hades has a son and he goes to kill him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Hades' son is trying to escape the underworld so he can go see his mom. Because Hades refuses to let his son leave the underworld and go see his mom. You lower visual. I'm not light sensitive, it's all sounds. And sometime in some games, like, I'm somebody where I'd rather not play a game than play it muted.
Or just quieter?
It depends, because sometimes it's not just volume, like the type of sound. Because if it was a matter of quieter, I could still work. But the sound of the phone ringing hurts my ears. Or hurts my head.
I have rubber bands stuck in my head.
Really? It's an interesting... It's an interesting one to have stuck in your head.
Oh.
What if we all watched Lord of the Rings with you and explain each step of the way? I feel like that would drive you nuts.
At this point, I've watched it 50 million times. Do I know what's going on? Just don't enjoy it that much. And you can't make Gollum any less horrible.
He's tragic.
He's tragic and also horrible.
I know how you can make him more horrible.
By playing the game Gollum.
Well, that is one way, yes. That will indeed make him more horrible.
In all honesty, if Gollum wasn't in Lord of the Rings, I would like Lord of the Rings significantly more.
Dang.
I get his character. I get it. Okay? I don't like it.
There are terrible things in the waste, Aethelerius.
I'm not interested in watching war after war after war. Like, from the wars I remember, from things I remember from the wars, I like watching, in Five Armies, I like watching the dwarves on the battle boogie. What's that thing called? With the arrows. Ballin's like, do this.
Oh, I don't remember what it's called. I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called. Good night, Pippagram.
I like that part. I like Night Pippagram. I think Gimli and Legolas counting on whatever war that was. I think that's funny.
and I like Gimli getting tossed. Those are the only things from the war scenes, from the battle scenes I like. And that then eliminates half of the Lord of the Rings, because it's all freaking wars. Okay? Get something good. If your entire movies are just like wars, you ain't that creative.
That's such a hot take. That's such a hot take.
Now, I will credit it because the war scenes are better than most war scenes. Still, not interesting. Don't enjoy it. So, and on that, good night, girls.
From whence came you in this cold winter?
It is better than most historical movie war scenes, that's true.
Travel by night.
I don't trust many of your kind. I go collect a tusk. Brother. Like, I get it. They want to build the lore, but by golly, I'm not ready for a butt ton of fetch quests right now. This is the farthest into Fortical I've actually been. I've never seen this before. You know, Braveheart, the battle scene, there's no bridges in the film. Scanned. Holy chat, my brain is getting shot. Here's a really cool, fun thing you can do with burglars. Oh, it's this guy. Okay. I just need to kill the one guy and then I get the heck out of Dodge. Well, no, it's... So, Bergs have this really cool ability called Hide in Plain Sight, where even if I'm in combat, I can pop that ability, and then no matter what's happening, I could be in the middle of combat, I'll immediately stealth, and it will de-aggro everything off of me. I wonder if Bergs are even viable in PvP. I feel like they're not. So that's the thing that I'm like worried about with having a Berg as my main, is that I'm gonna play a Berg, I'm gonna get up to high levels, and then nobody is gonna want to do raids or anything with me. Because I'm just gonna be... Because I'm a burglar, like I'm not gonna be as DPS or something. But that's why my focus is gonna be honestly trying on just building a community to do raids and stuff, like do content that is going to be like high, like not high, like do I want to do higher tier stuff? Yes, absolutely. That's a thing I want to do. But like I want to have the focus on being not like, oh, you like... It's okay. I need to just focus on leveling. That's a fact. But what I'm hoping is that I can get a group of people that I can do raids and stuff with and have a consistent raid group for high tier content. My other hope is that I will be leveling other classes and we'll be able to do raid tours and things like that with the community and not have a focus on trying to necessarily clear high tier content, but rather just have a focus on just getting together and running content that people can't always do, or like wanting to create a space for people to be able to do raids and to do content together in a low stakes environment. And then if people wanted to do higher tier content or something, they can use the community as a place to gather, if that makes sense. I want to have a very community focused area because I feel like a lot of places don't have that. And maybe they do, and I'm just not, and I just am off in that regard. But with the experiences that I had in SWOTOR, I just don't feel like I just don't have a lot of faith in communities. Oh, I got a shout out from the Lotura stream. I didn't even see that. I straight up went to pull up Twitch to see who else was streaming. Because I might cut sooner. Because I'm starting to crash so hard. I'm starting to like not feel well. This is the unfortunate part with my migraines, is usually they hit so hard I start not feeling well.
My Cody is your Cody.
I'd say this is more criminal than the lake swim. Are you talking about the lake swim and Evendeem? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this horse ride, I'm gonna call it. I am crashing so hard. I don't feel good. And that's a problem. Yeah, I've been streaming for about 3 hours and 13 minutes. I think my brain is just crashing because it was just like so much. Not that this is a bad thing. I genuinely love it. But my brain is not used to an active chat. And so when a chat is super active, my brain tries to like I try to like talk to I try to respond to as many messages as possible. And
The waters have frozen early.
When it's oh gosh, ow. 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 We're good. We're good. I'm getting too high of a level, which is weird to think about. But I try to like respond to every single message.
I would speak with you.
And so when And so I put a ton of mental energy into responding to each individual message.
Fall upon us out of Angmar.
But if I, don't, then I feel bad. And then when chat starts to slow down, my brain just is shot. And wisdom you have been sent to me. I'm going to do this, and then we'll be done. Look next to me. There you will find things of importance to the Lumivaki, things that help us survive in these cold lands. Put these things in their proper order, then return to me. How will you know what the proper order is, though? Warmth is of great importance to these frozen lands. Fire is a boon. Okay, so it's water, then fire. Okay, so it's clothing, then water, then fire, then weapons. What? It's food and then weapons? Okay. So it's water, or clothes, water, fire, food, weapons.
Shadows fall upon us out of Angmar.
I feel like I'm gonna have to get a stone of the tortoise. So I don't overlevel. Okay. It's clothing. Water. Fire. Food. Weapons.
Greetings, Etela Viras.
I need to talk to your Donna, which is inside, I'm assuming. Whoa. Whoa. This place looks so cool. Welcome, High Elf of the South. You have shown great worth in the eyes of the Lumivok and have gained my favor. And may we be of help to you. You have gained the favor of the Lumivaki, but you are not the only one to come seeking our help. To find this ring, why is it so important? No, do not speak of it. I fear it will only bring a black wind upon us. First came the Vanavaki, Lerdan, and then came you. But another awaits an audience with me. He makes powerful claims. You go with me to treat with him? I'll do this. I don't care. I want to know. Oh.
Desires to aid the free peoples of the south in their hunt for Narquil, the ring of Amarthiel. But he fears the threats of Mordrambor.
From whence came you in this cold winter?
This is going to be more Drombar. I have a very strong feeling that's who we're going to run into. Yeah, more Drambor. Yeah, Irjanya. Tell him what's up. Mordor does think he's slick. Oh my gosh! Brother just like Sauron yeet half of them and set that bro on fire. Daggum!
May I be of help to you?
Crowns stand against you, and end must be put to the evils of Angmar. But people will not help you as long as the shadow looms over us. There is one, however, who may.
I do not think we should waste the day.
Dang. So, as that was wild. I'm glad we did that. I know I was like kind of paying attention, but I figured it was mostly just gonna end up be they'll do this and then they won't do this. Okay, so we're currently in book 13, which we just finished chapter where we're on chapter 5, and it is 11 chapters. So, and then we have book 14, which has 15 chapters. And then we have book 15. So we're on the final 3 books of the epic. We finished book 11 and got through all of book 12. So, despite the fact that we got distracted quite a bit, we did make a ton of good progress. So, no complaints there. Alright, so we'll definitely be where we ended off. We'll continue on in Photokill tomorrow night. I really hope we can push through. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Conversations today were really fun, even though it did get a little on the crazy side. I think going forward, I'll have to be a little bit more selective with how I handle reading chat. I can't dedicate to reading chat constantly. I think that's just going to become a little bit too difficult, especially since we're getting active, which is a great problem to have. But I'll do my best. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. You are loved.